The last three lessons, we've laid the groundwork for our understanding of theory and practical applications of it. The first lesson we talked about the importance of theory. In the second and third ones, we talked about social construction of inequality, and now we want to go over some theories, the first of which will be intersectionality. And so this is where we put the two things together, theory and practice, and by doing so hopefully come out with some understandings of how these theories work in the context of understanding inequality. The first theory that we want to approach is intersectionality, and probably the first thing to understand here is that the theories that we'll be looking at over the course of the term, you can sort of divide them into two different piles. And on the first pile, we'll say, because we're going to start out with intersectionality, is that some theories are what they call splitting theories. That is, they break things down into smaller and smaller pieces. And other theories are lumping theories. Most theories are lumping theories. Generally, theories are ways of taking the great complexities of real life and making them understandable in simpler terms, so that our simple little human brains, no matter how complex we think they are, can only deal with so much data at any given time. And theories help us to encompass these much larger fields of data by looking at the important variables in them, or statements, as one of our articles for this week says. So in the course of or in this contrast between lumping and splitting, intersectionality is definitely one of the splitting theories. In a way, it's not a very old idea. The two articles that we'll be looking at this week are one by Crenshaw in 1989, which gives you the original piece on intersectionality, and the second article is by Osborne, which is a much more recent article, in which he extensively reviews what's happened in the field of intersectionality since Crenshaw first showed its utility in 1989. There have been a lot of people working on it, as you'll see, and I think probably in the original article it would be described more as an experiential exploration of the idea that you, if you take race and gender together, primarily black and female, well, you get much more of an effect than you would if you take either of them separately. And she's interested in how these intersections of different ideas or statements about theory overlap to disadvantage black women in a way that other groups within the society are not disadvantaged. When you get to the Osborne's review of this information, of this approach, and then you see something that's actually approaching a more theoretical perspective. Some things have been added to intersectionality in the meantime that make it more dynamic and give it more of ability to analyze processes. And we usually think of theory as focusing more on processes than on individual facts. And so as you turn to these considerations over this week, just keep in mind that you know, that this is a relatively new idea. It's rapidly evolving, and you know, it's such a state that you yourself can make contributions to the development of the theory, and perhaps you will in the course of your undergraduate studies. So enjoy your reading. Take care.